Hi everyone, the Pokemon fan 993 here, back with more Pokemon TCG Pocket. So a few days ago we got the Hisuan Zorua drop event. So this lasts for another week, give or take. And this was actually a lot easier to do than the last one by a fucking long shot. Essentially, this whole deck is revolved around a water deck combined with Hisuan Zorua. So, the main thing you really have to watch out for in this deck is not even a lot of what's going on. So the main cards you have to watch out for are Soul Shot Slappers, which force them to discard a card in order for them to use that attack for 70. You have to watch out for Hisuan Zorua EX, which does 20 damage for each Pokemon you discard pile, and this includes any Pokemon. So if you discard a 3-stage Pokemon, that's 3 Pokemon extra for a total of 60 instead of 20 like you would think it would be. And then I would say the biggest one here is probably Milotic, because then it can attach an energy from the energy zone to this Pokemon, and then Water Pulse completely sleep, which basically gives you a 50-50 chance to wake up during your next turn, and hopefully not get your butt run into the ground. So, for the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use my non-EX deck, because that one's going to take probably the least amount of time to probably take the most amount of time for me to get a win on. My game is lagging like, okay, there we go, better. So, we're going to go down to the no EX. This is, in order for you to beat this, you need to battle without any EX in your deck, which I'm going to do now. You need to win this one or more Mega Evolution EX cards in your deck, with 12 Everyday Wonder cards including your deck, and you need to win 5 battles and 10 battles. So my other deck will cover everything except the non-EX thing, so we're going to use it with this one. So it is fair to mention that when I did this the first time with this deck, is that he didn't draw anything worth shit. Like, I think he only had like 2 Hisuan Zoruas, and they can't really do any damage. They can just retreat. So he didn't really draw anything. And he also doesn't have a lot of drawing power in general. So there is a chance that he just doesn't get anything that would really be, that really hurt you. So with this deck, you want to start with SQ if you can. Because SQ takes 40 less damage from attacks when it has full HP. Meaning they do any kind of damage below 40 or below, it means you take no damage whatsoever. It's a very good startup card. So this deck consists of SQ, a Manaphy, the Totodile line, the Feebas line, and a bunch of other cards. So, pretty similar to what they're running. So he's going to use that. Looks like he didn't get much. So we might actually have a good chance here. Okay, there's Manaphy. So what we're going to do, I'm looking at my hand. I'm going to put an energy on Totodile. And I'm going to end my turn. So, SQ also has an attack for 50 called Ram. He's going to use a run around that's just going to make him switch to his other Pokemon. Feedback just has Leap Out, which lets you switch to your bench, whatever. Milotic. So, when you evolve Feebas to Milotic, you can heal 60 damage from one of your Pokemon, so I'm not going to evolve it quite yet. We're going to evolve Totodile into Croconaw. He has Fight for 2 energy. And we're going to end our turn since we can't get SQ out of there quite yet. I have 1 rare candy in my deck in case I have to deal with, so that means his next turn takes no damage. I can just kind of skip over a couple of things, but this is fine. So what we're going to do now is we're going to play Misty. We're going to use an Ice Cube. So I flip a coin for each heads. I flip a coin until I get tails for each heads. I can allow to attach at 1 energy for my Pokemon. Fortunately, I got no head, so the card does nothing. We're going to energy to Ice Cube, and we're going to end our turn. So far, he hasn't got anything too crazy, but if he draws Milotic, we might have a bit of a problem. We're going to use Hide again, see if it actually does anything. It doesn't. So we actually got a good shot here. We can put an energy on Ice Cube and put that Feebas down. And we actually drew Frowgator as well. We're doing pretty well so far. We use Ram. Use 50. Apologize for that. Oh, come on now. I'm getting a bunch of notifications, probably because it's noon, that's why. Alright. Alright, his first reason he's going to draw 2 cards. The only first reason he has an entire deck, so let's see what he draws. Okay, he drew his Hisuan Zorua EX. So, that could be a good problem. He's going to attach a tweak to it to give an extra 30 because it's Stage 1 Pokemon. Now, I think that's what he's going to do, is he's going to retreat, but I could be wrong. He's going to try to use Hide instead. And he got it. Okay. We're still in a pretty good spot here. I'm not crazy worried at the moment. And I drew Cyrus, that might help us as well. Cyrus lets you retreat a Pokemon to their bench, or let you grab Pokemon from their bench and put any at the spot if they have any damage on it. So essentially, in a way, he can't really hide from that. Then we're going to put Feraligatr in there. We're going to put an energy on Feraligatr. And we're going to use, I might as well just attack, even though Ram's not going to do anything because of Feedback's ability. Or attack, but... So Manaphy, if I had an active spot, I could actually attach Water Energy to my Pokemon, which is actually very useful. There's another starting card. He got Malphite EX, that's a bit of a problem. And he's able to attach the energy, he's able to do 80 right off the bat, but I take 40 less damage, so I take 40 damage instead, but I might fall asleep. So let's see what happens. So that's going to put me to sleep, and then at the end of each turn, we flip a coin. If I get heads, it means my Pokemon wakes up. If I get tails, it means he's still asleep. I got heads. Okay, so we're good. We might be fine here. Pumpkaboo, I put in the deck because it has one attack for 20, and if this Pokemon's knocked out, your opponent takes 50 damage as a result. So we're going to put Pumpkaboo on the bench. We're going to attach an energy to Feebass. And we're actually going to play Milotic. Because we evolved in the Milotic, we're allowed to use its ability to heal Ice Cube all the damage it just took. And then we're going to use Ram for 50 damage. That's going to bring Milotic down to 90. So the good thing about this deck is, he has no Misty in his deck, which actually could make it a lot worse if he could. But, okay, so that's what I thought he was going to do. So he's going to use Special Illusion, which most likely is going to kill ICQ. Nope, still hanging in there. So I think I won this just because of the situation. But this deck is not as bad as some of the other decks I've encountered. So I'm going to use Ram on Hisuan Zorua on purpose. IceCube's dead next turn anyway, so... IceCube, like Ice Face, just helps a lot. It can essentially make it so they can't one-shot IceCube unless they do a lot of damage. So he's going to knock out Hisuan Zorua. That's fine. Or, not my bad, he's going to knock out IceCube. Hisuan Zorua is going to knock out IceCube. There we go. That's what I meant to say. And then what we're going to do is, since we have Cyrus in our hand, I'm going to do this just to make sure in case something goes wrong. We'll play Cyrus. Play Cyrus to get Milotic in. Now, since Feraligator's attack does 90, he has 2 points left. That means we use the Stretch Whirlpool. It forces them to discard a random energy, which is going to matter. The next out Milotic gives the last 2 points, and that was actually incredibly easy. I was not expecting it to be that easy. There we go. So then we're going to go over this deck again just to show you guys. And I'm going to do the same thing with my EX deck. So the EX deck, the Mega EX deck I made for this thing, it actually works really well together for what it's worth. I'm also done with the promo packs if I think about it, the ones I already have, just to show you guys what I get. Now, we're going to go back into, we're going to go into Hisuan Zorua again. We're actually going to look at the entire, if it'll load up, there we go. Look at the EX deck again real quick. So we have 2 Feebass from Secluded Springs. We have 2 Malitics from Secluded Springs. We have Ice Cube from Mega Rising Mat Artillery. We have a Manaphy from Space Time Smackdown Palkia or Deluxe Pack EX. We have Pumpkaboo from Celestial Gardens Lunalula. We have Totodile from Wisdom of the Sea and Sky Ho-Ho. We have 2 of them, obviously. We have Croconaut again from the same one. And then we have also Feraligator from the same one. We have the Rare Candy from Celestial Guardians and from the Deluxe Pack EX. We also have Professor Oaks from Deluxe Pack EX, so you can get it via the shop for a few tokens if you don't want the extra special version. We have Misty from Genetic Apex Pikachu, which is just the alternate art for it. There's actually a regular one. Got 2 of those. We have Leaf from the Theme Booster Pack Mystical Island or Deluxe Pack EX. We have Cyrus from Deluxe Pack EX, but I think he's also from one of the Space-Time theme decks. We have Lily from Celestial Guardians, Sluggo, or the Deluxe Pack EX. This basically just lets you heal from a Stage 2 Pokemon. This is meant to heal Feraligator if I so needed to, and that's it. So I figured going through the deck like this would just be a lot easier than me trying to put it all in my description like I've been doing. Because I'm not going to lie, that takes a lot of work to do it. It takes like a lot of typing, and I'm not much of a typer, so next we're going to go into my deck that I was using for this. Gotta find it. Where are you at? I know what the name of it is. I just gotta find it. I don't organize my deck very well. There it is. We're gonna use this deck. So this deck, in a way, because it takes advantage of the tools, the Pokemon tools you have, in order to heal, increase HP, and a couple other things. So, I forgot to accidentally hit the auto. So I put Muna first. We're going to put Mega Deontay on the bench and then Muna on the bench. He starts with Snorlax, Feedbass, and Hisuan Zorua. My bad. He goes first, so he doesn't put any energy in, which is good for us. I'll get Cape on Feedbass, so when Feedbass evolves, it gets extra 30 HP. We got Musharina, that's pretty good. So we're going to put an energy on Muna. We're going to play Research to draw 2 cards. We got Elegant Cape and Carpet, that's really good too. So we're going to put an Elegant Cape on Muna. This does the same thing as that. When Muna evolves, we basically just get an extra 30 HP, which is going to be probably next turn. We use Ram on Snorlax, which is going to do 20 damage. And that's going to put over to him, see what he does. So he has Milotic EX already, that's a bit of a problem. He gets extra 30 HP, he can use Aqua Charge to put energy on it. He has a Sunny Dark EX2 that might be bad. He also plays Copycat to draw the same number of cards we have in our hand, which is 3. He has Frost, okay, that's a problem. So now, actually, I don't think we're going to win this now. He actually got really lucky. If he didn't get Frost Blast, that would have been a thing, but now we have no time to really set anything up. So this deck lacks one thing, it lacks energy attaching power. If we had that, it wouldn't be as bad. But that was definitely a fail. Unironically, I think the first time I failed with that deck, that shouldn't happen too often. So we're gonna try again. I'll put the auto on. So the main feature of this deck that I really like is, basically I have a Sylveon, however you pronounce it. And basically, a stage 1 Pokemon, no EX. You evolve it, and as long as it has a tool attached, you can heal 30 damage from one of your second Pokemon every single turn. Which is really good. Has to have a tool attached. But other than that, we're going to put Carbink in our active spot, Eevee on the bench, and we're going to start the game up. So he gets to go first again, actually is really good for us. Pokeball, puts a random Pokemon from his deck to his hand. Special Research lets him draw 2. Pokeball again, put another basic into his hand. Snorlax on the bench, my turn. So I drew Mega Deontay, that's good. We're going to put Mega Deontay on the bench. Draw 2 with Special Research. Okay. We'll put Moon on the bench. We're going to put an energy at Carbink. So Carbink has probably a really good ability. Choose your best Pokemon for each of those Pokemon. Take a second energy from your energy zone attached to that Pokemon. So Carbink is a really good one to start with. We're going to put an energy on Muna and Deontay. Okay, Frost Blast in. He puts Hisuan Zorua on the bench. Energy on Feedbass. Retreat to Frost Blast. We're going to evolve Eevee into Sylveon. We're going to evolve Muna into Musharina. We're putting energy on Mega Deontay. We're going to use Carbink's ability again to attach an energy to Deontay and Sylveon. And of course, he's probably going to use Soul Shot at the end of his turn, on his turn, in order to kill my Carbink. Hisuan Zorua EX comes into play. So the reason I chose Mega Deontay for the Mega was, one, because it's probably one of the very only psychic Megas, which is really weird when you start thinking about it. But it also has a very powerful attack that can be greatly stacked if you're being careful. So we're going to play Particular Plaza. So as long as we have a second Pokemon, we basically get a -2 retreat cost, which all my Pokemon need, or have like 2 or less, so I can retreat freely. We're putting energy on Sylveon. We'll put another Mega Deontay on the bench. Now, Mega Deontay does 40 damage plus an extra 20 for each second energy attached to all my Pokemon. So, if I'm doing my math right, we're going to do 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, which is going to easily one-shot the Frost Blast. And he has no energies on our Pokemon, so the only thing he could do that I can think of to get him out of the situation would be to be successful enough with Feedbass, but you also have to put 1 energy on it, so we're going to have to see what happens. Okay, he's just wasting time apparently. He should put on the main one. Alright. Next, so now we're going to put an energy on the other Mega Deontay, which is going to boost Diamond Brilliant Storm's power yet again. 180. So one reason I chose Mega Psychic type for this instead of a Fighting type or Electric type was mainly because of, well, there's more accessible Pokemon for everyday wonders. And there's a lot of different things that you can do. And this deck can potentially one-shot anything he has. Alright, so he got lucky, he got the head, so he takes no damage during his next turn. He must have Milotic in his... He must be planning on using Milotic at some point. I can't imagine why else he would set that out there. So we're actually going to be a little careful. We're going to retreat to Musharina. Just to be careful, because we lose a Mega, we're out of the game. So we're just going to retreat to Musharina for nothing. We're going to use Zen Headbutt. And we'll do nothing because of Hide. I'm actually surprised he hasn't drawn a Milotic yet. Use Hide again. You're going to get lucky. Yep. Alright, we got Elegant Cape. So now if we put this on Sleeveon, I think we have Sleeveon plus 30 HP. And like I said earlier, I can use one, since that's a tool attack, I can heal 30 damage from one of my Pokemon every turn. So, I can attack him energy, right? Doesn't the game remind me. We're putting energy on him, we use Zen Headbutt. I think I got this game locked in. I don't think there's anything to do. He has no Cyrus or anything like that that could force me to swap. So I think I had this locked in regardless. So that's Research Ross 2. He's Hide again. Eventually he's not gonna get lucky. And there it is. So we're gonna be a little cheeky here. And we're gonna put another energy on this Deontay. We're gonna treat Musharina to the bench for this Deontay. And we're gonna do a massive amount of damage to it. We're going to do 240, which is a crazy amount, and that's going to end the battle for us. So you can see how this deck works really well for what it's worth. And to be honest with you, the way this deck works, if you had more drawing power to it, it would actually be really good and competitive too. Like you got to hold them off long enough. So, there's a victory. And that is doing all the missions with the exception of winning the 5 and 10 battles. You need time to do that, but this is one of the decks you can use easily with auto. Sometimes it screws up how the tools use. Sometimes they'll put like a tool on a Deontay even though it can't use it. Certain things like that. But we're going to go over my deck real quick just to show you guys what I was using. As soon as the game decides to load it up. This game has a menu loading problem really bad, at least on my phone. Now we're going to go over the deck that I just used. So, first thing is that, just to show you guys that I'm on the up and up, we're going to actually go into my deck editor. We're going to go over to Booster Packs. We're going to go all the way down to Everyday Wonders. Now, if you do it this way, you can see all the cards that you have in your possession. So we need 12 cards in order for us to complete it. So we have 2 Muna, that's 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15 cards. There's that. Now we'll go over what each one does. So first of all, a lot of these are from Everyday Wonders. So this Eevee is from Everyday Wonders. Basic attack for Gnaw. 2 of those. Got Sleeveon. This one is the regular one. Like I said, it also has Magical Shot for 60, but you get it from Everyday Wonders. This is the special one. Basically the same one, it's just it has a better artwork on it. We have Mega Deontay from Everyday Wonders. I already went over what it is. We have 2 of those in the deck. We have Carbink, which you get from Everyday Wonders, which allows you to do Dead Energy, which is really good. We have 2 of those. We have Muna from Everyday Wonders. Ram for 20. Then we have Zen Headbutt Musharina from the same set, 50 for 1 energy. We have Lucky Ice Pop, so this lets you heal your active Pokemon for 20. You flip a coin. If the card goes back in your hand, you can use it again anytime you want. Tails, it goes in your discard pile. That's from Casco Parade. Next we have Elegant Cape, so a stable Pokemon gets plus 30 HP. So, this is from Everyday Wonders. In order to explain how this works, basically, it'd be like, for example, it'd be a middle stage evolution Pokemon or a final stage. So it wouldn't be a basic Pokemon, it'd be one up from that is what you can use this on. Got 2 of those. I have a small balloon, it's also from Everyday Wonders. Basically, as long as the Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, retreat costs 1 less. Once again, this is just in here, so Sleeveon can use this ability if I need to use it. Presses Research from Promo A. This is the regular research you can get from the shop. Got another one from the Deluxe Pack EX that I showed off earlier. You have Peculiar Plus and Botesco Parade. As long as you have a psychic Pokemon in play, all psychic Pokemon on both sides get a retreat cost of -2 on their thing, which is really good. Got 2 of those. And that's all there is to it. So there really is, this net was pretty damn easy. But now we're gonna go home to my home page. And we're gonna collect all the missions, which I gotta imagine I gotta have at least a few. Yeah, I do. I'm also completely almost done with the Everyday Wonders. I'm 1 card off. So we're gonna grab that. I think that's the only thing I got that I need to actually grab. And then we're gonna open up all the things. I've not opened up a single pack. And they also added a feature where you can actually open up multiple of these packs at once, up to 10 at the same time, which is really good, because before you had to do it 1 at a time, which is a process. Oh my bad, 20 at a time. So we're gonna rip. I still think it's actually 10, but I have a total of 20 to go through. So we got Hisuan Zorua off the bat. We have Quagsire. The thermal energy, each energy attached to your points at the Pokemon. We have Feebas, which they used. Raichu with Mach for 2 energy. Another Raichu. Another Raichu. Another Hisuan Zorua, which run around for 1 energy. Frostlass, Soul Shot, alternate art. Discard your hand if you can't. This attack does nothing. Quagsire. Hisuan Zorua yet again. And that's only 1/2 of the cards I've gone through. And we're on with the next 10. Feebas. Quagsire. Frostlass. Hisuan Zorua. Quagsire. Raichu. By the way, it says new because it hasn't gone through all the cards that I've gotten so far. That's why it says new. Feebas. Hisuan Zorua. Feebas. Frostlass. And I think I've gotten almost every single card out of the set now. So we're going to add all those cards. I got 2,700 dust for it. I'm going to add all those cards to my promo thing for a total of 10,733 cards. Which, in case you can't tell by that number, I've been playing this a long time. I think I'm missing 2 cards from this set now. I could be wrong. So, in order to check to see what cards I have, we actually can go into the shop. And we can go over to limited time events, and you can see that there are 5 cards. So I think I already have those, but if you click on this, and you hit the plus, next thing you actually see how many cards you have. So I have 4 of those, 3 of those, 4 of those, 4 of those, and I have 5 Hisuan Zorua. So I think we could be done with this event, but I'm going to keep playing. Because sometimes people miss these events, sometimes they can be used for trading material because you can trade in this game. But anyway, that was a pretty smooth couple fights there. I had one instance where I knew I was gonna lose, but that's still not too bad comparing how bad it's been in the past. But this is the Pokemon Fan 1993 signing off. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Until then, take care. Bye bye.